Hello and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Jillian Hurt.
And I'm Russell Griffin. As if balancing schoolwork, internships, and a social life isn't enough, many students also take the initiative to have a job. Newsfeed reporter Erin Miller has more for us.
Virginia Tech students typically take a minimum of 15 credits, making their schedules very packed. Whether they are studying in a library or taking a few minutes to grab lunch, students do not have much free time. And the small majority takes on the responsibility of a job, whether that be on campus or off campus. Senior Shannon O'Dowd is one of the few students who not only has one job working for the university, but two. O'Dowd works for dining services in ABP, as well as the Comm Lab in Newman Library, and says at times it is mentally and physically exhausting.
The hardest part is probably doing time management, and you want to make sure that you do all your homework, you do both your jobs, and you do them well.
Regardless of the work week, O'Dowd says it is completely worth it when she gets her paycheck. But not every student has the luxury of an on-campus job. Junior human development major Sarah Witten gives her time to the Blacksburg Country Club.
We're here to give the moms the morning off, so we hang out with the kids all morning, we'll play with them, take them outside, and then we take them up to lunch, and we all have lunch together and come back here around 12:30 for the moms to pick them up.
Witten says that hanging out with the kids is a great way to keep her mind off of the stresses of class and exams.
A lot of times I get here and it's a nice break from the reality of school and having all the pressures, so it's really nice to hang out with the kids and all of their carefree life.
Working at the country club has also opened many doors for other types of work. Although having a job in addition to schoolwork can be overwhelming and time-consuming, it is a great way to teach students of all ages how to budget their time and multitask. Reporting for the Newsfeed, I'm Erin Miller.
The web exploded recently with a debate over former internet celebrity Yesenia O'Neal's denouncement of social media. The 19-year-old Instagram star surprised her followers by abruptly condemning social media, claiming that the internet has created an artificial reality for media consumers. While many question the validity of her claims, arguing that the sudden change of heart is nothing more than a publicity stunt, this debate has raised the question as to how social media influences college students. According to Study Breaks magazine, 95% of college students use Facebook, 80% use Twitter, and 73% have Instagram accounts. With such a large proportion of students active on social networking sites, recent research has delved into the possible effects of usage. Studies show that increased consumption of social media can negatively impact self-esteem, increase anxiety or stress levels by creating a fear of missing out, and often results in poorer academic performance. Virginia Tech student and former representative of the Body Matters Project, Lauren Beams, attests to the negative repercussions social media can have on student self-esteem.
Everybody is always constantly editing their pictures to make it look as perfect as possible, to make themselves look beautiful, when in reality we don't need any of those filters.
Beams, like many other students, says that recent headlines have caused her to reevaluate her personal use of social media. While O'Neal's intentions are not clear, her criticisms of social media have brought to light an important controversy that will continue to directly impact collegiate life.
The Blacksburg community has grown immensely in the last several years, with new additions and expansions popping up at every corner of town. One major part of this growth has been the major 3-year construction project of bringing Frank Theater's Cinebowl and Bistro to Blacksburg's First and Main Shopping Center. Newsfeed reporter Matt Castles has more on how the Cinebowl complex has affected other businesses in the First and Main Shopping Center.
Now 7 months old, the Cinebowl complex features IMAX theaters, a full-service restaurant, cocktail bar, and bowling lanes. With so many features, other First and Main businesses were likely to see some sort of impact from their new neighbor. Jeannie Rank, the owner of Chocolate Spike, a local chocolate store just steps away from the Cinebowl, said she was very excited for the Cinebowl to come to town. Rank was not worried she would lose customers since she believes people who love good chocolate would still come to her store. Rank said with the holidays coming up, she expects to see some new customers stopping in who may be in the area to see the IMAX theater.
People are wandering around and they might not buy anything, but they come in and look, so I'm hoping my holiday sales will reflect that. Yeah. There's more people discovering me, people from out of town, like Roanoke or West Virginia, coming in because they wanted the IMAX theater.
On the other side of the street sits El Rodeo, also known as El Rod's, a Mexican restaurant operating in the First and Main location since 2011 and New River Valley since 1986. Owner Julio Arellano said he was excited for being right next door to the Cinebowl since the attraction would help bring more customers into his doors.
We were excited, something as big as that is a huge attraction here from Blacksburg, so being right next to them, I thought we would get a lot more customers into our doors.
Arellano also said he sees the Cinebowl as something positive for the community, as any new business is good news locally. It will be interesting to see how the Cinebowl in First and Main Shopping Center does with the holidays fast approaching. For the news feed, this is Matt Castles reporting.
According to an article published by NPR, 1/3 of Americans are trying to remove gluten from their diets. That includes those with celiac disease, as well as those who have joined the anti-gluten bandwagon that has seemed to spike in popularity in recent years. But what does that mean for people in a small town like Blacksburg? Newsfeed reporter Leslie McCrae has more on the story.
Students and local residents alike, finding places to eat and buy food with a restrictive diet can be difficult. On campus, students may choose from a variety of dining halls, but not all dining halls offer diet-friendly options. The most common diet restriction is gluten intolerance, which leaves students to eat from the salad and soup lines for the most part. Because of that, many students find themselves cooking at home or eating food from off-campus locations, like vegetarian restaurant Gillies. Sam Woodworth, a manager at Gillies, says that their unique menu attracts customers with and without diet restrictions.
I think one of the great things about it is a lot of people will come in here if they have like a son or a daughter or someone of connection that is a vegetarian, and then they come in and try the food having not experienced good vegetarian cooking, and then we win a lot of people over that way.
Izzy Simon Carome is a senior at Virginia Tech who deals with both gluten intolerance and a vegan lifestyle on a day-to-day basis. She spent the first few years of her college career figuring out where to get the best gluten-free meals.
I would say there's like a couple places I go a lot. I go to Owen's and the salad bar at Turner a lot, but overall I don't think campus has a ton of options. They also put random things like soy sauce into a lot of their stuff, like a lot of their vegetables and stuff, which like they don't really have to do, so that makes it a little bit harder to find things to eat.
In addition to eating out, Eats, a local health food store, carries many different brands and types of health-oriented foods. This includes a full gluten-free section, as well as fresh organic produce that can be purchased and prepared at home. Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Leslie McCrae.
Just ahead on the newsfeed, we will take you inside the Comm Lab to see how students turn the fear of public speaking into a strength for success.
And with the holiday season around the corner, we will explore if consumers are taking advantage of the early Christmas advertising. That story and more after this break.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the newsfeed. Short for Communication Lab, Virginia Tech's Comm Lab was introduced on campus 15 years ago. But what exactly is it, and what type of service does it offer? Newsfeed reporter Rachel Thompson joins us to tell us more. Rachel?
Thanks, Russell. Not very many people realize that Virginia Tech has its own public speaking tutoring center. Comm Lab offers assistance to students who want to improve their speech skills. Virginia Tech's Comm Lab is one of the little-known treasures to the university. Located in Newman Library, the Comm Lab offers public speaking assistance Monday through Thursday. Darren Odom, a Comm Lab coach, explains what type of clients go to the Comm Lab.
The Comm Lab is a place to go if you are struggling with a speech, or if you just want to practice it, like if you're in public speaking or comm skills, or A lot of times we have international students come in who are still practicing their English.
CommLab was founded by Dr. Marlene Preston through a university grant in 2000. Associate Director Brandy Quessenberry clarifies why students aren't as aware of it despite its 15-year presence on campus.
So I think in general, the concept of a speaking tutoring center or a public speaking resource center is not as widely known or as publicized just in general in higher education. And so we see that reflected here within our own university community at Virginia Tech.
Though the CommLab is usually quiet and not busy, it gets about 500 to 1,000 students each semester. The CommLab is a place free of judgment. The coaches are specially trained in not only public speaking skills, but in tutoring skills as well.
We are all very casual, happy people here, and we're all extremely friendly. I've never met an unkind person at the CommLab. I guess it is a little nervous coming in and giving your speech to people who know what they're doing, but we're not going to look down on you or anything. We're here to help, and we want to make sure that you're doing your best too.
CommLab offers a great service to students looking for help with public speaking. You can also follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook for quick tips and encouragement for speeches. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Rachel. Christmas advertisements seem to come earlier and earlier every year.
Newsfeed reporter Tori Nagel decided to find out why Thanksgiving is overlooked and how consumers feel about it.
Even before all the Halloween candy, costumes, and accessories can be sold, stores begin to advertise and decorate for the winter holiday season. Wrapping paper, Christmas trees, and ornaments are all on display, leaving the holiday of Thanksgiving almost forgotten. Target customer Alex Arsenault thinks Thanksgiving is not advertised as much as Christmas because of the differing nature of the two holidays.
You can't really decorate for Thanksgiving, and people just want free stuff. So Christmas is the day where you get free things, so free stuff.
Customer Mary Linkus agrees with Arsenault, but rather believes Christmas is over-advertised because of cultural conditions.
They're just it's such a fast-paced living that people just kind of overlook being thankful for what they have, and it's more about receiving and getting instead of the real meaning of the season.
Target manager Elizabeth Root says that the company has a period called the 48-hour transition from November 1st through November 2nd. By the end of this transition, employees must have all winter holiday items out on display in their proper locations. Although many customers complain that Christmas decorations have arrived so soon, Root notices those exact same people taking advantage of the early Christmas products. Reporting for the Newsfeed, Tori Nagel.
Every year, Virginia Tech's Relay for Life event is the largest and most successful collegiate relay. This year, they had to do something to step up their game. In April 2015, singer-songwriter Taylor Swift announced that her mother had been diagnosed with cancer. After hearing this, Virginia Tech's Relay for Life decided to reach out to her. They are creating a video urging Swift to make an appearance after this year's event. Many students showed up wearing purple and holding signs in hope for drawing her attention. Stella Tai has been the leading force behind the video.
Bringing Taylor here would just be, something that would change the aspect of collegiate Relay for Life, and I think that Virginia Tech could do it.
The video will be released on November 13th, along with the rest of the social media campaign to bring Taylor Swift to VT. And the Virginia Tech Relay executive team hopes it will circulate quickly to Taylor Swift.
That will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed. If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrb@gmail.com. And as always, you can also connect with the Newsfeed on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. I'm Jillian Hurt.
And I'm Russell Griffin.